Awesome. Good morning, guys. Today is December the 3rd. And as you guys can see, we have been seeing a lot of movement these past 2 days, right? We have seen movement on Euro AUD, USD gold, okay? And now moving on to these pairs, I hope you guys have been holding gold. I've been telling about gold since last week. I've been holding gold since last week. And I'm still holding it all the way up here to 1521. Okay, so hope you guys are holding that gold to the upside. It is leaving us a lot of profit. So really hoping you guys are holding that gold. Okay, looking really nice, and I'm not planning on getting off of it anytime soon. Okay, so gold is looking really nice. With that said, we'll keep holding gold, and whenever we see any retracements, okay, we're going to be looking to jump into it. Okay, we're going to be looking to go ahead and get more trades inside gold, so that way we can scalp it all the way to the upside. Okay, it's very clean, it's very nice, and trust me, we do not want to miss this gold move to the upside. So any little retracement you get, we'll probably start seeing some retracement in this area right here. And the reason why is because we see, these double tops in this area of liquidity that could be formed. So I want you guys to go ahead and look at this right here, okay? We have an area of liquidity over here that could be formed, and this is an area where it could potentially come up to, stop, okay? And probably have some rejection out of it, okay? So that's gonna be an area where we're gonna be looking into. So we might see some potential moment to the backside, okay? We might see some retracements. So we'll have to go ahead and take that in consideration, those retracements. And due to the fact that we'll have to take in consideration those retracements, we know that the market can go ahead and pull back and give us more opportunity to the upside, okay? So we'll have to wait on that side. Not really interested into those moves so far. But the ones that I am interested is probably on GP pairs. So I just want to go ahead and let you guys know, like, all these pairs, how they've been moving. They've been moving dramatically. They've been moving a lot, but they're also moving to these areas. As you guys can see over here, we had this clean area of accumulation, okay? So if you guys can actually see a little bit closer when it comes to this pair itself, okay, we have these areas that have been making those equal lows, taking people out on stop losses, and then giving us that extra entry, so that way we were able to enter for this whole rally to the upside, okay? And then what happened over here? We created these equal highs. We had that level that took everybody's stop losses out, and then we had that re-entry before it went to the downside, okay? So this is how you catch these full movements, the area of distributions, and then the area of accumulations. And that's something that we want to take in consideration when we start trading these pairs, because we want to catch the top and we want to catch the bottom. So hopefully, when it comes to gold itself, hopefully you guys are holding this trade, because I showed you guys the accumulation phase right here, okay? I showed you guys the whole accumulation, what was happening. We had these runs to the downside. We had this market moving to the downside, taking all those stop losses out, and then we had over here, those re-entries for the upside for it to continue going up, right? And where do we expect it to go up to? We expect it to go up all the way over here to these equal highs, so that way we can go ahead and create some potential distribution, probably come down a little bit more, and then continue on going up, okay? So we're looking at those areas when it comes to gold, looking very nice. We have been catching about from where it is currently at the moment to where it has moved to, about 200 pips, okay? And that's just this week, okay? That's just like in 2 days, okay? Can we still get in gold? Not at the moment where it's at, but yes, you can get in gold once we see those retracements, okay? So if you see how it's moving right now, you don't want to get in it because it's just skyrocketing, right? And you don't know if it's going to have a steep retracement all the way down here. So can you get in it? If you do get in it, it'd be like very minimal risk. And the reason why is because we do not see that retracement, right? We do not see that clear retracement, okay? Now going over to USDJPY, I talked about USDJPY several times last week. I hope you guys took this in consideration as well. What was happening right here is the fact that we had these equal highs, right? Now, not just that, but how many people were trying to sell USDJPY over here, and over here, right? A lot of people were trying to sell it. And when you know that a lot of people are trying to sell it, that's when you know you got to wait a little bit more and sell at a key level. Look at this right here, 109.725. Look how it touched right to the tip. Okay, right to the tip. Okay, And I gave you guys these levels, okay? I gave you guys these levels as entry level. So I hope you guys enter on these ones as well. This one would have been a wick entry. And if you didn't enter off that one, then you would have entered off that rejection out of it. So hopefully you guys took this in consideration as well. This USDJPY trade, you guys can see that from where the entry point was all the way to where it's at right now. It's about 100 pips, right? So just from gold and USDJPY, that's 300 pips alone in these past 2 days. Okay, so hopefully you guys were able to catch those trades. They were very, very good. And I'm still holding. I'm still holding all the way to the downside. Okay, I'm still holding all the way over here to 140. Wait for the potential retracement right here from this trend line. Tap and then continue going to the downside. So we might wait for that perfect pullback. Okay, so perfect pullback would be in this area. You want to go ahead and wait for that pullback of the retracement level, which is our liquidity level. Let it come back, pull back in this area, and then go to the downside. Okay, so that's what we're waiting on USDJPY. But like I mentioned, since it already did its move to downside, I'm not going to go ahead and wait too much for that one. Okay. CAD JPY. This CAD JPY has moved also at about 85 pips. Okay. And Euro AUD, which was also one I spoke to you guys about last week. I sent all these trades out last week. So hopefully you guys took these and you guys were able to catch these major moves to the downside. This one went to 137 potential. Currently it's at 94. So just from these 4 trades alone, you guys are well over 500 pips for this week. Okay. But this is what I want you guys to see. GBPUSD. Okay. GBPUSD. I really like this one. Let me get a charger real quick. I have it right here. Give me 1 second. Let me get the charger real quick. I don't want this turning off on you guys. Awesome. Okay. So GBPUSD, I want you guys to go ahead and see this. Can we open position on CAD JPY? No. You don't. The only ones that you might want to open positions are the ones I'm going to go through right now. So look at this. GBPUSD on the daily time frame. Okay. So what have we created? We have created equal highs in this region over here. We have created equal highs in this region right here. Now, what else have we created? If you look at your OBV indicator, we can clearly see that the market looks like it's been wanting to go to the downside. Okay. So it looks like it's been wanting to go to the downside. So we kind of have some divergence on that area. But if you look closely, we have something over here, right? We have a point of interest. We have a point of interest right over here. And if we go on lower time frames, such as the H4 time frame, you'll be able to identify something else. Okay. Now on the H4 time frame, okay, that's probably on the broker. On the broker I have, you'll be able to see a order block in this area over here. But if you don't see that, you can clearly see that the market has another point of interest right here. Okay. So we have our institutional candle and our point of interest. Okay. And then we have this big move to the downside. So what are we going to do? What we're going to do, okay, we're going to look at those potential entries. okay, and see how we're going to take these in advantage. So moving forward, we know that this is our point of interest, right? So what should we do? What we're going to go ahead and do, we're going to go from the start of this candle, okay, and round it up to a quarter, 225. That's a potential entry. Now, a psychological level would be 30500. Okay, this would be a sell region. This whole area right here would be a sell region. So this would be the only one I'd be looking for selling opportunities, okay, on GBP USD. Now, taking consideration that the market can come up all the way to over here, okay? So taking consideration where the market could go up to. We could have this is our sell region, but taking in consideration that we know the market can potentially push all the way up here before what? Before moving down, okay? But we know that this is our sell region, and this is where we would like to see some type of price action, okay? I myself have pending orders in these levels. I have pending order at 1.3050 and 1.3225. Okay, these are areas where I have my pending orders, and the reason why is because we have these equal highs. We know everybody's trying to sell right now, okay, and then we have our point of interest. Now, going to lower time, like the H4 time frame, okay, we'll be able to understand the market is well overbought already. Okay, we're well overbought already in this area. We have tapped out to also what? Okay, if you look at our OBV indicator, we'll be able to see that we have tapped out also on an equal high. And on this area, clearly see that the market going to the upside. Okay, so we have divergence on this area as well. Okay, we know that the market's going to look to take out all these stop losses. Why? Where is everybody putting their stop losses? Everybody's putting their stop losses right above over here. Okay, so right now it's probably taking some stop losses out. You can potentially see it go up a little bit higher before it does any other move to the downside. Okay, how can you set up OBV indicator? OBV indicator, just go indicators and you just put OBV. Here's the first one. Okay, unbalanced volume. Okay, so that's what I'm waiting for these trades. Okay, I'm waiting for GBP/USD to go up a little bit higher and potentially enter off of those areas. Okay, that would be the ideal level for me to enter, and that would be the level that I would be really comfortable entering right over here for it to go to the downside. Okay, so with that said, this is one of my favorite ones for the week to go ahead and tell you guys about. We could go ahead and look at more GBP pairs. AUD/USD, yeah, AUD/USD. Let's go ahead and look at that one real quick. AUD/USD was also a good move to the upside. Okay, AUD/USD was also a good move to the upside. Now, what did we have over here? We had news affect this movement to the upside. Okay, so since we had news affect this movement to the upside, I see that the market has created some point of interest, and we could see some potential retracement now to the downside. But I wouldn't be too stoked how far it would go. What I would do, since this is a push of momentum, okay, what Fibonacci should we use? The Fibonacci that we should use when we see the push momentum is going to be our golden pocket, right? It's going to be our golden pocket. So we're going to go ahead and go to our golden pocket Fibonacci level and look at this, okay? We have a 71% at a liquidity level, okay? So I'd go ahead and wait for the market to go over here, okay? That'd be my potential entry levels, okay? To continue buying. Okay, I'm going to continue buying. I'm not going to look for selling opportunities, but if you do sell, we do know that the market can sell off all the way to this area over here, okay? Before what? Before moving any higher, okay? So we know that the market needs to return over here to at least 61.8 or 71%. I would like to just see it go all the way to 71% due to the fact that it's at the golden pocket region. And not just that, but also the liquidity zone that it provides. Gold broke 1478. If we wait for it right now. Yeah, if you guys wait for it and see, well, look, you see how it's rejecting that liquidity zone? So it hasn't broken, right? So what can happen for gold, okay, at the level that's at right now, we want to see some rejection. And we see that rejection closure, you just wait for the retracement over here, okay? If you see it just go through, okay, you can enter when it goes through, or you can wait for the next candle and then wait for that retest of this liquidity zones before it starts going up. But you can see how well it's respecting this level. Look how it tapped all the way up here, and now it's like respecting, just like consolidating this area. Okay, it's having some difficulty going through it. Why? Because this is our liquidity zone. Okay, liquidity zone that we were able to create. Okay, so moving on to AUD/USD. AUD/USD, I expect a retracement. I wouldn't enter out on that retracement just because I don't like entering on a retracement. I'd rather get the full moves. Like for example, on this one, we got the full move to the upside. Okay. GPUSD looks really nice. This is my favorite one so far. Okay. So I'd tell you guys to keep an eye on GPUSD anywhere in the region from where it currently is at the moment to 1.30225 and 1.3500. Okay. These levels are the levels that you want to pay attention to. Okay. These levels are the levels that you want to pay attention to. Let's go ahead and check out on GPNZD. NZD. Let's see what's going on over here. Okay, look at this. Perfect. So what have we done? We've broken our liquidity zone. We've broken our liquidity zone. And due to the fact that we've broken our liquidity zone, what would we wait? We would wait for that retracement back into this liquidity zone so we can potentially sell once again. Yeah, I'm updating the course. So we're going to be waiting for that retracement to this liquidity zone. You could wait for a 61.8 Fibonacci retracement probably over here to this gap level. But this region right here, the liquidity zone, is pretty well maintained already. So I would just wait for a retracement over here to the liquidity zone and then see that rejection for it to continue on dropping. Okay. But GPUSD, and I repeat it once over and over again because it looks really, really nice. Okay. GPAUD. Look at this. GPAUD. So this one looks very simple from just seeing it right now. Okay. So we have what? I'm going to go ahead and close in over here. We have these equal highs. We have our point of interest levels. Okay. The only thing that we need to take into consideration is that what? It did equal highs over here too. Right? But I would look for where it's at in this moment. I look within this liquidity zone for selling opportunities, and not just that, but I would also look for a 61.8 retracement, which is around this level. But ideally, I like where it's at the moment. It should be looking for sell opportunities, but it could come up all the way up to here. Okay. So GPAUD also, I'm looking for selling opportunities. We got to know that what did it do right now? So it came down to what? To our liquidity zone, rejected, comes up to another liquidity zone, potentially over to this one, before it can create a bigger push to the downside. Okay, so these are going to be big pushes too. GBP pairs. Okay, taking consideration of those, especially because we have NFP coming up. Okay, NFP is going to be really interesting. Might move these pairs, or these pairs are already moving because there's going to be NFP movement, right? So you got to take into consideration that the market also prices in. Okay, so the market might be pricing in already to those levels before news comes. And then what happens when news comes and there's no movement? We're like, wow, the market didn't move on news. But what happened? It already priced in, right? The movements are already happening. So that's why you got to get ahead on these movements and understand these areas of liquidity, understand where the market's at, understand accumulation, distribution, and overall those big movements when they can be applied. So whenever we go ahead, whenever we do this, okay, whenever we go to Forex Factory and we know there's newses, okay, we know there's news events, what we have to do, okay, we need to be already inside, okay, these pairs, or we need to be already analyzing these pairs, understand what's going to happen. Like AUD pairs, what's going to happen? We should already be analyzing AUD pairs. What could happen with GDP? Okay, could it go down? Could that going down affect? Okay, what? Help me with that retracement over here? Possibly, right? So you got to be thinking about that. But one of my favorites, okay, we have CAD. Okay, CAD. You guys should be looking at CAD a lot. And then besides that, okay, what do we have besides that? Look at this, NFP. So the pair that I should mostly be focused on should be USD CAD. This should be the pair I should mostly be focused on. I know this is going to be a major drop. Okay, this is going to be a major drop. So why not take advantage of it right now? Right? Why not start looking for some opportunities on this pair itself? Okay, we have divergence on our OBB indicator. We have this liquidity zone that the market has created. Okay, several times we've been stuck up here for some time. So don't you think it would be obvious for the market to go down with CAD news? Probably, right? Let's go here and check CAD real quick. Right, it's at 1.75. 1.75. So if CAD strengths, okay, let's say it goes to 2.00, right? Understanding these are rate hikes. This is rates, right? And understanding that our rates right now for CAD is at 1.75. So what should we think? Okay, now we gotta know that the banks, the institutional banks, okay, they look for a 2.00 of interest yearly to maintain stability in the market. Okay, so the markets look for a 2.00 of growth in rates to create stability in the market. We can potentially see this moving one more time to the upside, which is CAD, right? So if CAD moves to the upside, okay, if CAD gains value, what should this do? Should it go up or should it go down? If CAD gains value, should this pair go up or should it go down?
Down.
It should go down, exactly. Now, what other things should we be looking at? We should be looking at the dollar index, right? What is the dollar index doing? Is it getting weaker? Is it getting stronger? Is the dollar index getting weaker or is it getting stronger?
Weaker.
It's getting weaker, right? So if the dollar index is getting weaker and the CAD might get stronger, okay, could we expect a big push to the downside? Like a big push? Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah.
also taking consideration that we could expect, spikes to the upside to what? To get rid of these people that are selling. Okay, so taking consideration that there could be spikes, okay, there can be 80, 50, 100 pip spikes because the movement to downside is going to be a lot bigger. Okay, so what am I going to take in consideration? For these news specifically, scale in, okay? Scale in. What are we going to scale into? Look at this over here. Look, this is so clean. This right here is so clean, okay? So scale in. The perfect entry would be this one, the 1.33880. 1.33880. This would be the perfect entry because we know that the market can spike up before it goes down because all these news events are really, really strong. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to enter right here. I'm going to scale in because I know that the market's going to move down. It's a fact that's going to go down. But I do know that it's going to go up. So what am I going to do? I'm going to scale in because what if it doesn't go over here and I didn't enter and we get this big put to the downside already? I was at least able to get some profits out of this. Okay, and I talked about scaling in last time on the session. I'll actually be doing a video today of scaling in, uploading on the YouTube. so that way you guys can see it. I haven't been able to upload the other scaling in videos, but I'll upload it for you guys today and put it on YouTube so you guys can see what scaling in is okay. For all those that haven't been able to take the previous classes, you guys will be able to understand what scaling in is. So we're going to scale in on this pair itself. I'm looking for selling opportunities already, even though I know that's going to go up. Okay, I know it's going to go up more, at least 50 pips. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to go ahead and sell. Okay, I'm just going to sell because I want to scale in on this pair. Okay, I don't want to lose this big opportunity to the downside. Okay, so GA, we had equal highs before the pair dropped. What made it you enter on GA? GA, let's go ahead and see this real quick. So GA, what made me enter was I entered over here. So I entered on Friday. I entered on Friday before market close on GA because we had these equal highs. We had this institutional candle, and I saw that the market came up to over here. GA, okay, GA and all GBP pairs usually do this. They usually do equal highs before dropping. Okay, they usually do this institutional point, equal highs, and then drops. If it doesn't respect the point of interest, it's always going to respect the equal highs and drop. So that's why I entered over here on the equal high. Right when I saw the equal high, I entered off of it, and that's why. Okay, so our interest right now is USD CAD and GBP USD. Okay, these are the pairs that we're looking for. And I'm going to go ahead and do a breakdown and upload it over here. I don't know if you guys noticed, but there's now where it says trade breakdown and trade idea section. Okay, so trade breakdown, which is also /signals, is because I'll be doing breakdowns of you guys doing a recap of the session of the pairs that we're looking towards, do a video once we're done, and upload it there. Okay, and then for the one where it says trade breakdowns, okay, this is an area where I'm gonna put the zones, okay, sell zones and buy zones. What does that mean? That means that you guys look for potential trades there. Okay, I'm not giving it out to you guys, but I am giving you guys information required so that way you guys know there's a potential trade opportunity. So it'll be trade zones, sell zones, buy zones, and sell stop zones. Okay, sell stop zones, what does that mean? That means that the market can go up into those areas, but as long as it does not go through, okay, you are still good to maintain that trade. Okay, so, and then also Telegram's getting rid of. So one thing I do, once you guys to do once the session is over, is go to the Teachable, okay, and go on the area where it says must read this first, okay, and fill out that form, okay, so that way everybody can be re-added into the Discord. So I'll be deleting a lot of people, if not everybody today, from the Discord, so that way you guys can be added once again. So the instructions are in the Teachable. Hope you guys just go ahead and do that. We go over to, let's go ahead and see this real quick. Okay, so we go over to the portal. You see it says private group registration. Okay, you guys need to go to that area where it says private group registration and do the instruction that says there, so that way you guys can go ahead and be added once again. Okay, so I'm doing a cleanup on the Discord, and like mentioned, we're gonna get rid of Telegram, so that way everything's inside Discord, so you guys aren't going from one place to another. Okay, awesome. So yeah, so I'm gonna be uploading webinar schedules, everything over here. Okay, so that way we're not back and forth. Okay, so recap, we're gonna be looking at USD CAD and GBP/USD. GBP/USD, I really like it, but look, when it does this right here, when it does wicks like this, take in consideration that it's doing wicks right here, and what are people doing? They're selling, right? So what does that mean? There's more sell stops over here. Okay, so I mean buy stops over here and also stop losses. So we might see a little more push to the upside. Ideally, you would want to have it to the 1.30225 and 1.3500 psychological level. Okay, this is a psychological level. Okay, this right here, 1.3500 psychological level. What does that mean? It's a very strong level. Okay, so you guys might want to look at this right here. If you have pending orders right here, that might be the wick entry that you might be looking for. Okay, so with that said, we had USD CAD, GP, USD. Those are the ones that we're mainly looking at. And then gold, this whole rally to upside. Look at this right here. Can you see how clear it rejected this zone of liquidity? Okay, so if it does reject the zone of liquidity, just wait for a little more retracement. Probably go on the M15 or M30 time frame and see those pullbacks before it starts moving higher. But yeah, try to go ahead and maintain these trades all the way to 1521. Okay, 1521.50. Look for those areas to the market go to the upside. You still have what? You still have like 400 pips to go. Okay, so we still have 400 pips to go. I'm still holding. I have. This is like my swing trade. This is a trade that's gonna pay off Christmas. So hope you guys are still on this trade. Hope you guys are holding. And if you are holding, okay, stack. Keep on stacking all the way up here. Okay, because this is gonna leave you good profits. And the only reason why we entered in that, and the reason why I was mentioning so much is because it's 10-1. Okay, remember, these are trades I want to be looking for: 10-1, 3-1, 5-1. Because usually what the gold gives us like a 2-1 with a big stop loss of so many pips. But now it's giving us a 10-1 when we're taking this in consideration. We're taking this rally to the upside. What you call the bias? I'll be putting zones. So for gold, okay, you'll most likely see me posting them here on the trade idea section, where I'll be putting buy zones, sell zones, and so on. Okay, I want to be specifically calling out the signal because it's so volatile. So I need you guys to look at your own chart when it comes to gold and silver and some other pairs as well. Okay, as well as Bitcoin. Okay, Bitcoin I'm currently buying. Okay, but look at this right here. Okay, why am I buying? What's over here? Okay, it applies for everything. Okay, same schematic. Even if you go on the H1 time frame, look how clean this is. This is so clean. You guys can apply the same schematic on anything. Okay, and what am I applying right here? Look, we have equal lows, we have that spring, and then we have that test. Okay, test again. And where do we know that's going to go up to? Well, looks like we have order block over here. There we go. So where can we expect for this pair to go up to? We can expect for the market to go up to over here. Why? Because we have the liquidity zones over here as well. Okay, so expect BTC to rally up to 770, 700. And it's funny because I don't trade Bitcoin, but look how clean this is. This is actually the first trade I placed myself without asking my brother. Andrew's the one that trades cryptos, and I don't really trade it. And when he tells me to look at certain pairs, I tell him, I'm not even looking at it. But this right here, so clean. Okay, so clean. Will you call it buy? I'm calling it out right now. I'm telling you guys. So the spring's over here. You know where your stop loss should be. Okay, and these are the areas. So now instead of just calling out signals, I want you guys to actually start learning, right? I want you guys to actually see what I'm seeing. So that's why I'm going to be doing videos over here, breakdown videos, to tell you guys what I'm looking for and what to expect, right? And then you guys do your own analysis. You guys see where to put your stop loss, your take profits, and so on. I want to guide you guys. I don't want to just show you guys. I want to guide you guys. Okay? So with that said, thank you for jumping on today's session. It was a phenomenal session. Hope you guys have a great day, and just keeping chasing these trades itself. And we'll do a recap and upload them in there as well. So pay attention to that recap. It'll be uploaded later on today. And I'll see you guys on the next one. GBP, JPY, if I see anything, I'll recap it and put it inside the section, the trade breakdown section. Okay? So I'll do the recap and put them there today. You guys have a great day. Hope you guys have a good one. See you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.